Hello, Richard here from EagleSix Airsoft. We are going to be testing the Tokyo Marine MP5A4. So this one was dropped off and it was faulty. Not non-working, red lights, you know, all the scary stuff, if you know what I mean, that obviously comes with when something goes wrong with one of these with the proprietary MOSFET systems. So obviously we said that we'd take a look. You know, obviously there's, you know, you don't know until you get inside there. And it turns out that it was an incorrectly installed motor. So the actual motor was incompatible. On the end of it was a helical bevel gear, and inside the gun is non-helical gears. So obviously they weren't meshing, they were physically jamming together. So obviously that was causing the thing. So obviously the motor was a good motor. It was the Action Army 35K, so it's quite a fast motor. So I was a bit hesitant about just obviously immediately just putting in a compatible helical. However, I did, you know, the Lonex one, and I mean, yeah, like I say, the combined with the ADAX gears, the rate of fire on this, as you'll see in a minute, is, you know, perfectly good, not over the top. So I think going forward we'll probably be looking seriously at those motors. If you know, I mean, in combination with this, we've obviously had no short circuit issues, which is fantastic. So which makes gives us the option potentially for something other than the samarium cobalt motor as a safer option to install in these, which is always nice, always a risk as well. But yeah, that's all in there. Obviously upgraded gears and FPS bushings to go with. Because obviously we weren't sure on the speed, we've upgraded the piston set with the FDS assembly, so the whole lot, for all the compression set, the nozzle, the cylinders, the piston assembly, and it already had installed a Prometheus barrel and a Prometheus hop rubber, so we left that as is and just done a range test on it to get the hop set so that it's shooting at, you know, a reasonable distance. We then measured the FPS. It's a little bit low on the spring that's inside there, so obviously we've gone back in, we've installed an M100 and 2 power spacers and got it to about 260 FPS on 3 2s. It's still 17 under the limit, but it's within a pass margin. So yeah, and we're fresh out of time on the collection of this one. So it's now just a stress test and make sure everything's all good. So nice snappy trigger response on that 35K. Yeah, good rate of fire, not crazy. And it's always a balancing act nowadays. You know, 15 years ago when we used to build airsoft guns, it used to be about pushing every limit to try and get as much as possible. But people used to strip out all the wires and try and fit fatter wires, just anything to get a potential increase. You know, on a nickel metal hydride battery that used to be available, just to bore you the history of airsoft. But now, you know, you can buy off-the-shelf batteries that will destroy a gun in seconds. You know, or a motor that's 3 times faster than the gun is even capable of running. So yeah, you have to be careful, obviously, going too extreme on some of these guns nowadays. So when the technology is far beyond obviously what they can physically do. So all tested working, we hope you enjoy. Yeah, I mean, I still think that they're, you know, one of the best and most iconic CQB guns that's, you know, really ever been made. A very, very popular airsoft gun. Obviously this particular replica is very, very popular simply because it's been made so well. You know, the real steel resin construction is just fantastic. Okay, they've still got the die cast uppers, but it's obviously full metal. The sizing is 1-to-1. We had a guy in from Honington RAF base, and they've got all these in the armory there. You know, he said with the exception of the fact that you can obviously see, you know, an inner barrel in the end there, if you know what I mean, he physically can't tell the difference between the ones that are in his armory, you know, which is the best you know, compliment an airsoft gun can ever get. Plus, obviously, the recoil system's fun for that extra immersion, and then the bolt lock-off system for obviously telling you the gun's empty. It's just incredibly practical for just competitive airsoft, you know. So just having your gun turn off and know that you've got to do a reload just gets you back in the game quicker. So yeah, fantastic guns, very popular, and yeah, we hope you enjoy. Thank you.